Hello, this is Mr. Armando Adano, and we're here making the last part of the video for lower extremity. So we're in the ankle area, and my patient is in prone position right now. And what I'm trying to do here is mobilization to increase the dorsi and plantar flexion of the patient in the case. So what I'll be showing to you first is doing the mobilization in open chain, wherein three parts will be shown, like the basic anterior posterior glide and glide to localize the talocrural and subtalar joints. So let me just go there and I'll show it to you. So the affected side of the patient is the right side. So you'll be asking your patient to bend the knee and do a 90 degrees knee flexion. If the patient is having hard time to assume this position, you can still do this with partial knee flexion. So what I'm gonna be doing right now is at first doing the posterior glide. So posterior glide will be going this way. So my hand placement will be distal leg or distal tibia, and I'll be grabbing the medial side of the foot. And this is the basic glide for anterior posterior mobilization. So my motion will be coming from this area going that way. So if you want grade 1 will be simple oscillation. Grade 2 will be still resistance free but larger amplitude. Grade 3 will be to the limit but large amplitude. Okay, let me just change my position. And according to textbook, this is a better hand placement. So you can oppose the movement coming from your left hand. So what I'm doing is actually grade 3 because I'm reaching the limit. And then grade 4 will be small oscillation while you reach the limit of the joint plane. Okay, grade 1 will be simple oscillation, small amplitude. Grade 2 will be resistance free, larger amplitude. Grade 3 will be large amplitude to the limit. And then grade 4 will be reaching to the limit, but the return will be shorter. Okay, so this is the general anterior posterior glide. If you want to localize the glide to the talocrural joint, you have to adjust your hand placement closer or more distally with your right hand, and then with your left hand it should be over the talar area. So it will be easier for you if your patient has a smaller joint. However, if you have bigger hands like me, it's like there are no further rooms for you to grab on. So I'm just gonna adjust it, and I'll be using just my first 2 to 3 fingers to move the area. So still, the one that you'll be moving here will be the distal area, the talar area. So from here, you'll be doing grade 1, just small oscillation. Grade 2 will be still resistance free, larger amplitude. Grade 3 will be large amplitude going to the end range. Grade 4 will be to the end range and small return or shorter return and small amplitude. Okay, and if you want to focus or localize the subtalar joint of the ankle, you have to move your right hand going distally, and this will be close to the talar area, this right hand here. However, your left hand will be at the bottom of the heel and cupping the heel area while your arm is resting on the foot. you'll be moving the calcaneus, or yeah, the calcaneus, going that way, still the same direction. So grade 1, grade 2 will be larger, still resistance free. Grade 3 will be to the limit, oops, to the limit and large amplitude. Grade 4 will be to the limit and small amplitude of oscillation or mobilization. Okay, I can go back to grade 3 or even grade 2, just don't reach the limit of the joint plane. Okay, and if you want anti or glide for the ankle, you're just gonna reverse your hand placement. Your left hand will be the one opposing your motion, and then it will be supinated like this on the anterior portion of the tibia, and then for the basic posterior anterior glide, it will be left hand will be here, and then your right hand will be grabbing the heel part, and then the motion will be going that way. Open chain, distal part will be going that way, going anteriorly. So grade 1, oscillation. Grade 2 will be resistance free, large amplitude. Grade 3 will be reaching to the limit, large amplitude. Grade 4 will be to the limit and small amplitude. Okay, so if you want to localize the talocrural joint, you'll be moving your left hand going distally and your right hand going and grabbing the talar area of the ankle. However, my hand is too big for the joint of the patient right here, so I'll be using just 2 to 3 my fingers, the second to third finger. Okay, so grade 1 will be the same thing, small oscillation. Grade 2 will be larger, resistance free. Grade 3 will be large but going or reaching the limit. Grade 4 will be to the limit and small amplitude of motion. And if you want to localize the subtalar area, your hand placement will be the same thing. However, this hand here, your right hand, will be grabbing the calcaneus area. So the heel of my left hand here is resting against the talus, and my web space, or the heel of my right hand will be resting against the calcaneus. So same thing, grade 1 will be oscillation, grade 2 will be resistance free, large amplitude, grade 3 will be to the end range and large amplitude, and grade 4 will be to the limit and small amplitude. Okay, so for the second part of the mobilization for the ankle, we want the patient to be in weight-bearing position. So I'll be asking the patient to stand up and put the right foot on the floor. Okay, so the textbook also suggested or recommended this position, and I believe this position would be important for our case, since we need weight bearing. We need the patient to be better in weight bearing activities. So what I'll be doing here is antero-posterior glide, going posteriorly, and I'll be pressing the middle of my thumb against the talar area, and this will be very simple. It's just going to be pushing, going, to the posterior side of the leg. So grade 1 will be simple oscillation. Grade 2 will be just larger amplitude and resistance free. Grade 3 will be to the limit but still large amplitude, and then grade 4 is to the limit and then small amplitude. And you can go back to grade 3. Just make sure you're reaching the limit of the joint play, and then go back to grade 4 if the patient could still tolerate that, and small amplitude. Okay, so that's the last part of the lower extremity video, and I hope you had a great weekend, and I'll be sending this in YouTube, and I hope you have very good days and the following days. Okay, bye bye.